Hello and welcome to a BWB bonus stream. That's right, it's Tuesday and it's time for me to do something that's not model kit building. Before we get into all of that, I'm going to throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the tier 2 blue emote into chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. If you feel like being a lurker, you can go ahead and lurk and you don't have to say anything. If you don't want to say anything, I'm going to scooch forward just a little bit here. There we go. That's better. All right. It's a Tuesday, like I said, and it's time to do something that's not model kit building. And tonight, what I'm going to be doing is checking out the video game Islands and Trains. That is a new game that came out at the end of last month. I received a code for this game. I do not. This is not, I should say, a sponsored stream. I received a code for this game just to look at it, to do some coverage of it if I wanted to. But again, this is not a sponsored, no money changed hands. It's just that I didn't spend the $7 for this video game. It was sent to me instead, which is now actually currently a little over $6. It's currently $6.29 on Steam, but the normal price eventually will be $7. And I think that's a good indication of what this game is. You know, you put too fine a point on it. It's a $7 fun experience. It is a cozy builder. We're going to build some islands, and we're going to put trains on that island. Do we have to put trains on there? No, but it would be kind of weird. Then it'd just be islands. It's not much of a joke. There's a fly, and hopefully it won't show up on camera, but I know it's here going around. If it just hung out somewhere, that would be fine. But it's moving around a whole lot, getting in my goddamn way, and I hate it. I hate it. I wish it wasn't here. That's just the thing I'm dealing with. Hopefully you don't have to deal with that in any way, shape, or form. All right. Well, we're hanging out here. We'll get into the game in just a second. Let's see, is there anything else I can tell you about islands before we get into it? Oh, we will start with, I should say, with the very helpful tutorial, which kind of shows how to do it. You can use a controller. I'm going to use mouse and keyboard. I just think it's easier for these kinds of games. This did come from Future Friends, I should say. Yeah, this came out on the 29th of May on Steam. It is described as a cozy builder. And yeah, I got this, the publisher, not publisher, the indie PR group, Future Friends Games, did reach out to me with that. They have been very good about sending me fun games that I like to stream, and this is one of them. So I'm going to load this game up. And we'll get into it. I did unlock an achievement in the tutorial, which I think is pretty fun, of placing 50 ground pieces in a level. So I do love that I got one achievement already. So let me go here. Oh, we got some music in the background. Let's go to the game feed. Here we are. There's no good place for me to be in this. Maybe this is better because, okay, so over here is this will cause the trains to do stuff, the train whistle and follow the train as it moves around. You can move the train. And so maybe that's better. This area is me swapping between creating and destroying, undoing, taking a photo, and then locking the lock it, a thing. You just lock a thing so you can't mess with it. This is what I did in the tutorial, which we'll restart and get into. I think I'm still going to go over here because I like being over here, because the way I have to look at my monitor to play, it kind of makes it look like I'm doing that. So yeah, we'll keep that. We'll go over here. And yeah, we'll just get into it. Let's see. So I need to go here, and we need to go to settings. There is not a lot about settings here for us to talk about. There is some panning speed, and you can check out what your controls are, set the language, and then the audio effects and music volume. Hey, Lord crashing in, welcome. So there's not a lot of quality of life stuff. Again, I shouldn't I shouldn't probably just keep saying this all the time, but this is a $7 video game, which is on sale, but it's a $7 video game. So there aren't a lot of bells and whistles. There's not a lot of accessibility of like changing colors or anything like that. Hopefully there'll be some updates that will help with that. I know there's been one update since the game came out, which I think was just bug fixes. So we're going to hit play tutorial, and we will go to the tutorial. Borderless does work. I can click away from that, which is great for me. So yeah, okay. So select these red arrows, which you can kind of see. That's where I am over here. Select that. Okay. And then we'll go here. And then click the mouse button to place something. We place something. And we'll keep placing. We're going to make an island. You don't have to do it perfectly. You can just kind of do that. Oh, you can build up too. Nice. Hold the left mouse button. If I hold the left mouse button, we can just kind of paint some landscape here. We can paint our island and kind of build off of it and do all that. All right, and then left control toggles, and then we can kind of do like this and build like that, which is kind of cool. And then if we want to destroy something, we hit tab, and we can destroy a couple blocks here. And then we can hold to just go through. And then we can hit tab to get rid of a section. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And of course, we'll have a bunch of different things that we can build around here. All right, and then we can do camera, which is we can use WASD to move around, or we can scroll in and out, or we can hold the middle mouse button, which I don't love doing, the scroll button, and I can just kind of move around like that, which I don't love as much. And then, of course, do all that stuff here to rotate the camera. Do all that. And scroll in and all that. Just do that. All right, and then we're going to place couple different items here. We're going to place the round dirt, and I believe... Oh yeah, there's a way to turn this, and I think it's not Z. Is it R? Does R rotate? Okay, R does rotate, but they won't tell me it does that yet. I think R is the one that rotates. So we'll just put that there, and we'll put this here. We'll just do that for a little bit. Oh, they'll place a few different items before they'll let us finish off here. This is... And then we can rotate with R. Okay, so if we take this button here, we can hit R and rotate. All right, yeah, so I did know that, but they wouldn't let me do it in the tutorial, which is fine. So we can place like that. And then we can place this like that. And then if we want, we can hit trash that, which we can press tab to do that, but whatever. And then we can, we gotta put that there. All right, we can move on here. Now they're gonna want us to get tall. So we can take with the ground piece here. We already kind of did it, but now we can just kind of do that. Turn around here. And then okay. And this also works with other elements like bridges. Build a bridge on the ocean to its highest level. So if I take a bridge piece here. Oh no, I'll take a bridge piece here. We'll take a bridge piece. We will rotate it by hitting R, place it, and then I'm just gonna keep clicking on this to make it as high as possible. And then I think that go like this. And then okay, those don't get bigger, I guess. That does. Oops. We can delete that. Well, I guess we could have just hit the undo button there, but all right. These won't go any taller. Build a bridge on the ocean to its highest level. I think we did that, but it won't let me move on. So that's confusing. Well, we'll do another bridge. We'll hit R here. Okay, we can't make that any bigger, so we'll just hit undo. Get rid of that. Oh, these are not bridges. These are footpaths. I had to click this button. That was my mistake. So let's just... we're just going to get rid of all this here. Because I don't like it. We're going to keep that other thing there because... So yeah, I had to hit the bridge button, and then I have a bunch of options of bridges, because these are train bridges. So if we take this, we can then hit R, go here, and then build that up as much as possible. So there we did. There it goes. You may have noticed some objects have different variants. Each variant is a new one. Yep. Skip center link. Let me show you how. Okay. So if we click on tree, there are a bunch of variants of the trees. We can place a tree right here. And then that goes through all the different variants. If I hit the space bar, you can see all the different trees go through there. Press V to lock or unlock current variant. Place the variant multiple times. Okay, yeah. There you go. Okay, now we're going to build some railroad. We need some, gotta go to track here, and they want us to lay some track. So we'll do that. Did that. Now we can play a train engine on the track here. I like this green one, so we'll place that. We'll hit R to face the right way. Place that. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's zoom in a little bit here. All right, now we got to put on a train car. Got to add some wagons here. We'll add the right green, green. Now we have a train. To start the train, just pull the lever. So we can't start this train yet because it's not going to go anywhere. So what we'll do is we'll go back to bridges. And we'll place a bridge here, and here, and here, and here. Then we'll place a bridge here. And then we'll place, oops, there, and there. All right, and then we'll, there it is. Okay, so now we can go over here and we're going to press the lever and then the train moves. And then you toot the horn and then let's turn the train off. You can move the train and wagons with the highlighted button. Oh, okay. We can hit the trash button, and we can remove a train car. But then we can also add a train car. And you don't place these, you just press the button and they show up, which is kind of fun. Now, Will it go off or will it just stop? Okay, it just stops. It automatically stops itself. Now, I don't know what else it wants me to do here. What can I do to make this move on? We did that. You can start the train. You can also remove your train and wagons. Okay, so I guess it wants me to completely remove the train. Which I did. That's what it wanted me to do. It wanted me to remove the train. Now you know everything you need to get started. Happy building. That's a tutorial. I forgot about the end part of the tutorial. And then we still have the thing we built. The thing we built still exists. We can still look at this and build it. And this is the video game. I mean, there's some stuff here. We can add weather. That's it. We can yeah, and this is the video game. So if what I just did here does not appeal to you, I understand. And this might not be the game for you. But this just is a thing that I was looking at and thinking, yeah, I think this is something that I want to play. Like, I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm into this. Because, of course, we can then also add in a whole lot of land here. The train can go there. You can just add some land. Do that. Paint some land up. Fill in the land. Kind of fill up the land. And then put a lot of trees on there. Oops. Kind of fun. And then, of course, hit our train tracks here. R. Connect those. And then we probably need the train stuff here. Oh, we could do 2 tracks in some spots. That's fun. We could just put in that like there. That goes. Oh, and then we can also get rid of this. Why do we have that thing? And we can do... Oh, let's do curve here. And then... And then curve. Then all we do is go back to train tracks and add there. And now we can build a train, and that train has a place to go. So now we can build a cool train to put there. So we'll need a... let's make a cool blue train over here. We just have to place this train like here. And then we'll add some cars to the train. We'll do this here. And then let's add a tanker. We'll go there. All right, then we're good. And then we can have our train go. This is the maximum. Whoops, I don't want that. Get out of here. So now our train just kind of chills out and get rid of this thing because we don't need that. We can build around and do whatever we need to do with it, but this is the game. Again, if this is not something that you're like super into, I get it, but I'm digging it. And yeah, we can build some houses here. Got all kinds of different estates and different fields we can put down. Ooh, a waterfall. That's fun. And a lake and a pool and... Oh, we're gonna put a houseboat out somewhere here. Yeah, I like that. I like having not a houseboat, but a house on stilts. I like that. That's good. Bunch of stuff. Ooh, castle. We can have a castle town. That seems good. I like that. Should do some... We're gonna build out this into something here. Maybe this will be where some fields and some animals hang out. Yeah, we should have a farm. We should have a farm, everybody. We'll do that here. We'll get rid of this mountain area here. Can I get that? No, I can't do that. Won't let me. All right, well. Yeah, we can build out here some... Oops. Gotta flatten this out a bit here. And then we'll fill in. Don't you worry about it. Whoops. I will say, I guess the fact that you can stack up so easily does mean that sometimes I'm just doing it wrong here. What I can do is hold down the button. Oops, no, that's not what I want to do either. I guess what I should do is hit Control and do that. Yeah, that's better. That's probably better. Kind of paint it a little bit. Got to make the ocean trains for One Piece. Yes, yeah, certainly. All right, and then I just gotta get rid of this because I don't want that there. All right, so let's see here. Let's go to the animal area here. Oh, this is a bunch of other stuff here, like camping stuff. That's what, oh, boat. Yeah, we should probably have a boat around. Just hanging out. Now, these boats don't move around. I guess if I build a dock, I'll put a boat there. What's this? Oh. Okay. Kind of neat. Do we want to have a field? Yeah, some field stuff here. Camping. That's fun. We'll put some tents over here. This will be the area where people are camping and hanging out. Cool rock structure. Like that. That's fun. Yeah, so we get some entertainment stuff. Pool. One sailboat that just hangs out over here. All right, so we found that, which is neat. Animals and such. All right, so we got a fence in. We got to do some fencing here. So we're going to zoom in here. And then we're just going to... we'll have a nice fenced area. Gotta do that. That. And then go back to this one. All right, that feels right. Guess we could have done it with stone, but I'm feeling okay about doing it like this. Oh, when you zoom in more, you can hear the train going around. That's fun. All right, yeah, so we got that. So now we can put that there, like a stable. And we'll put that there. Grazing. And then we'll just put some animals there. Put some cows over here. And some pigs. They move around. Kind of just doing their own thing. We'll some ducks over here. Oh, we'll do a coop in that area. Oh, they probably want this. Yeah, oh, there's some pigs there to hang out. Okay. I like that. Sure. All right. Put some. Oh, that's only one sheep. So, oh, there you go. There's multiple sheep. There we go. It's good. I don't want there just to be one sheep hanging out. Yeah. All right. Oh, we got to put in some water troughs here. Do a couple water troughs. All right, so we got our farm area, and then this will be our recreation area. So then we probably want like a farmhouse around here. We'll do it like this over here. Yeah, so now we got our big house to hang out over there. Good. Oh, there's a windmill. Of course there's a windmill, but also I didn't know that there'd be a windmill, so... Oh, it's not big enough for that area. Okay, so we gotta deconstruct here. We gotta get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we're gonna build some land here. Just put it there. And this one has a windmill. Oh, ooh, lighthouse. Ooh, that's actually probably better than a windmill, is a lighthouse. Right? Yeah. Oh, I can't, I got it. Okay, I can put it down here, but I can't put it on top of that. That's annoying. What about this lighthouse? There we go. That's what I want. I want a lighthouse on top of a big, rock place. I think that's the way to go. How do you get up there? I don't fucking know. All right, so we got some houses here. Got more houses of different kinds. And then, ooh, some plots of land. Probably good to have over here. Fields and stuff. Got to be self-sufficient. Let's see. More trees and rocks and stuff. Oh, I like this a lot. Oh, that's cool. Train's got to go through a rocky area here. Like they broke away from that. And then we can find a different place to put that. Because I really like the idea of... building up some of this rock over here, like... Yeah. And if we turn over here, we'll kind of build like this a little bit here, like that. And then, oh yeah, like that. Gotta get rid of that, and then we can put this like here. Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I wonder if I can build anything like... Oh, yeah, there's some cool shit. There is a lot of cool stuff in here. A lot of cool stuff. I didn't even know about this train track that has, like, over it. Ooh, that's neat, yeah. Maybe I want to do that. So we get a little, like, cool path there. I don't know. Maybe on the next one, we'll do that. But also, like... Yeah, all these, like, weird... Cool trains, like... Yeah, I didn't even know any of this was there. This is very cool looking. Can do a lot with this. I'm gonna have to remember those are there. Oh, we got a lot of extra stuff here. Yeah, this is more like city. Well, I like having that. Can you have multiple trains going? I believe I can build another train, yes. If I turn this off, so we're gonna have the train come to a stop here. And then if I go to trains, over here. Oops. Okay. Apparently, it doesn't look like I can add another train. It looks like it's a one train per going because it will not let me place any more of these. I'll have to delete this. So yeah, it looks like it's a one train. So I guess you call it islands and train. But yeah, it doesn't look like I can place it. Now, if I had a different track, I can probably get another train on a different track. But yeah, it might be one per set of tracks. So let's see. Let's place some tracks down. Let's build some land here. We'll build some land this way. Build some land this way. And I lay some track on this land. And then I do like that. And can I? It appears not. It appears, Lord Crashington, that you can only have one train at a time for each map. So, yeah, looks like only one train. It's not the end of the world, but I guess, you know, they don't want to deal with that. So I think that makes sense. All right, let's look at some other stuff we can build here. We got a lot of these houses. We do have, yeah, we got all these houses here. We do have castle stuff, and I kind of want to build a castle. And then we have a lot of cool train tracks. Oh, got this. That's cool. We should probably have an elevated track. We should probably make this train stop. And then we should get rid of all this. And then put this. Oh, they won't let me join that. Okay. Won't let me place this on the water. I guess this has to be on the ground. So, yeah, it looks like it has to be on the ground. Okay. So let's undo that. And then what we can do is we can can delete this. Then do this like that. All right, so now that's going to be up. It's kind of cool. A roller coaster there. All right, so we're going to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that. Do like that a lot, so we'll maybe put that back later. Put that like that. Then put well, this is not working. Okay, so delete this. Get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of this. We need some now this is elevated, so now we need some track that will go next to it. So we'll look at some tracks here, like this. Does that go? No, I can't place that. What about you? Can you go here? No. Okay, that's probably because the ground just ends. So let's add some ground to it. Okay, now can I put? Well, that's not a train track there. Can I put you here? No, you don't want to go there. What about you? Okay, yeah, that'll go there, and people go underneath it, and then it doesn't want to go into the water. So let's do a little bit more ground. And then... Oh, no, that's way more complicated than I need. A lot of cool stuff that I want to put. Yeah, it's a lot. Oh, hey, weirdly enough, this place has a lot of options. Oh, I'll just do that. I'll just do a low. So I have to put a little bit more dirt here. I think this will be enough. I do that, and then we'll go back to this, and we will do. Oh, let's see. There it is. We go down again, and then we do a regular track here, which gets us to the water. And then we can do like this. And eventually we have to go over here. So can then, okay, can't put that in the ground like that. But we can do this. That's fun. And then we can do that. And that's silly. Then we can do that. And then we just need something to connect these two. So I think we can put a there. And then we can put a train piece like this to connect it. All right, that should work. And it gives our train a little bit of silliness. We're adding a little whimsy here. And then we can zoom out, get our train going again. We could also make our train longer if we want. We could add to the train if we want to add to the train. Maybe we want to add to the train. Just make it longer. Why not? Then the train goes up. Okay, we have hit the maximum wagon capacity. But now the train goes there, and it goes away. So now we get some height, we move around, and that's silly. We got this plot of land here to figure out. We do need our camping area, because I changed it to add all this structure here that I like the look of. And then we've got, I mean, I have to figure out where to put a waterfall. Like, we need a waterfall, because that's gorgeous looking. Look at that. That's cool as hell. So we do need a waterfall. So we'll put a waterfall like that. And then we have to put some rock behind it, because you can't just have a waterfall like this without some more cool tree stuff. So, oh, that's fun. We should put another one of these out. I killed the first one, so we'll put that back in a way. Let's see. Let's go over to the rock stuff if there's anything else big. Yeah, we can build something like that. Something like that. A fun rock structure like this. Kind of transition. Kind of fun. And can I put stuff here? Okay, great. So then we can spin the camera around and kind of build this up. Whoops. That's not where I wanted that. Get out of here. Oh. Yeah, I don't mind that being there. Great, so now we've got some kind of natural transitions and then some unnatural transitions. And then we can add in some trees. Add a bridge. Want to add a bridge. Can't put that on the water. Can only go on the land. Okay, that's fine. We can put that like this, which adds just a little more dimension to it. Add like a rock face to this side of the waterfall. I like that a lot. And then, oh, we could add some rocks with some trees on it if we want to do that. I think we're okay here. And then we'll add some trees and stuff. Small trees, big trees. Just some different stuff here to kind of give it some character. A natural area with the waterfall. And then I kind of want to, whoops. There it is. Kind of want to see what I got as far as dirt goes of like a transition here. What I can add here to make it look like it kind of goes into the water. And like that. I don't like that. I've decided I don't like that. So we'll undo that. Is there anything to kind of... This thing. Oh, this is just some shrubbery here. So we could kind of... I don't know. I don't know if we need that. I don't like that. Just a whole lot of trees. If you don't want to place them yourself, you can just add a thing that is a whole ton of trees. That's good to know. And just a big rock area here. I don't like that. I didn't do that in a way that I enjoy. Get rid of that. Got to be able to see our lighthouse, you know? Yeah, I kind of wanted to transition this, like, the way the rocks just kind of end there. I don't think I have a good way of doing that. Splash Mountain, yeah. Yeah, I don't have a good way of... That's just land stuff here. It's not the end of the world. more recreational stuff here. I can put a pool in, tennis court. All right, so we've got our kind of just nature areas here. We've got our farmland. And then it's like, okay, well then what else do we want to build here? Do we want to probably build out some recreational? Well, we do. I think I'm going to save castle stuff and we'll build a different area for castle. So we're going to build off here. And we'll make some hangout zones here. Add a little character there. Build this out. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Now I can. Okay, so this is going to be our kind of recreational zone here. So we'll put a couple tents around here. We'll add a bench area here. Seating. Put a ping pong table over there. Oh, this is a toy train set, like playground thing. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I like the idea of a jungle gym over here. It's fun. No, I don't want that. Oh, that's a miniature golf course. So, yeah, we're going to put a miniature golf course around here. Oops. Yeah, so let's get rid of the jungle gym area here and all that. Because we got to put a miniature golf course in. Like, I didn't know that was an option, of course. But now I really want there to be a miniature golf course. Yeah, like right around here. There you go. That's very silly in a way that I'm really interested in. But then we can put some of the playground equipment over here. And then, of course, we do need to fence off this whole area because can't have all these people by the trains, and I can't remember where that is. Oh no, I showed up only to see the destruction of pristine Mother Nature to build our cheap golf course for the ultra-wealthy to enjoy for shame. It says Dirty. Don't worry, we're going to build up the environment anyway, but we do also want to have a miniature golf course because it's fun. But we'll take care of them. Oh, I think that's probably under animals. Was that under animals that I had fences? Yes, the fences were near the animals. Oh, let's do a stone fence. That's good. I like that. We have to fence in this whole area here because there could be kids around and that we don't want them falling in the water. We'll just fence in there. But yes, hi, Dirty, welcome. This is Islands and Trains. It is a cozy-ass builder, and it is really, really fun. It is $7 currently on Steam. And I received a code for it, so I did not pay for this, but I'm really liking it. It's chill. Chill as heck. And I would describe this as pretty intuitive. There. We'll build a dock or something for these the campground is on a dock, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I don't like that. Oh, I do like that. Oh, that's neat. Where am I going to put that? Is there anywhere I can put that? Or do I want to put that? Not right now. I can just put this in the water, yeah. There you go. Hang out over there. No, I wanted to put like a dock or something. I don't know if I have that. No. I thought maybe I had a dock. Got a lot of bridges and stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. We got a dock, and then we'll put some by the water or boats. No, boats are recreation here. So there we go. And then let's stop the train. Let's remove this track here and this track here because I want to elevate and have a waterway underneath. So I want like that. Is that what I want? No. I like that a lot, but I don't have that. No, I don't want that. I want to elevate here, but okay, this has to be on the ground, apparently. That's how that one works. These are ground ones, so these are not going to do what I wanted to do. But what about this? Do I have a elevate on here? Like I want... Okay, this is actually kind of what I want, because it is a suspension. So you can get under that. Okay. This is like not exactly what I wanted. This might be more of what I wanted, actually. Yeah, that might be more of what I want. But we'll go with the bridge here. We'll do that. That connects. That way there's entrances and people can take the train through here. And so I do like that. Yeah, because I guess you can go through that. Obviously, we don't have boats that can move around, but I'm imagining a world where you could do that. Oh, and that lets people in through as well. Okay, that's not bad. Well, that's kind of neat. I like this little... This is actually, I guess, what I kind of wanted, which was the elevation with a little bit of waterway there, and then I could do a bridge across. So yeah, we could do that instead. We can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. And then we could put one like here. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay, and then we can put one like this. And then do like, let's see here. I don't like that. That's what I wanted. Oh, I like this. Well, I don't know if I actually like that, because now it's got this middle part here I don't like. So I guess I would want these connected. So I would want this gone, and I want this like this. Yeah, so I want that, and then I just want this to connect it. Yeah, that works. Okay. Can get this train going again. We have not done the train whistle enough. I won't go. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then now we can follow. We can just hit that button and it follows the train and gives us a cool look as the train goes up and over. And then there's access to this waterway. So that way this waterway isn't completely stuck and you can get in there. And we can toggle that off because I don't need to follow this train. How do I stop following this train? There we go. All right. I think this might be a done map, and we can build something else because we got some time obviously on stream. Yeah, because I don't know how to stop following it once you hit the follow button. We'll go here. Blank. Okay, that just does that. That makes it rainy. My islands. All right, so this is the original thing we did, which we can get rid of. Gotta hold that. This is the one we currently made. Let's make a new island. And then we have themes, because that was just a tutorial. We can do winter area here. I would like to make a cool winter train area. I think that sounds neat. All right, so first thing, we're just going to place some snowy area here. We're just going to place that. We'll oops. That's what I want to do. So yeah, so we're just gonna place a bunch of snowy stuff and then we'll build off that and make a thing. And we can delete this one thing here. Oh, there, we don't want that. All right, we'll just start with this and kind of build as we go. Do want to just put in a big thing of trees, because I like that. Yeah, we'll just place a big thing of trees to hang out. And then in place rocks here in a bit. Let me get a little more ground here. Great, and then we can add in some rock areas here. And some fun land. Build up the land a little bit here. Then like that. That's kind of fun. You can put that like here. Oh, I don't like that. Get rid of that. Yeah, I like that. That's fun. All right, so we've got our a landmass kind of started here, and then we can kind of build out like this. I really like the plopping sound. I find that very satisfying. Okay. And get rid of that. All right, so now we've got a bunch of rock formations, which is fun. And then we can build, let's build a castle. Oh, these are fucking huge. I didn't realize how big these things were. Some of this is large. Okay, yeah, let's get more of a reasonable castle area here. Drawbridge there. I like that. Then castle walls here. Not that one though. Okay. And This castle's not having like corner piece. There's a corner piece, yeah. Hmm. There we go. Yeah, that seems all right. Okay, so we'll put a corner piece there. Then we got to go back to the castle. And, oh, this is the train station stuff. We don't want that. We want castle stuff. This connector here. Oh, can't do that because the rock is, there's too much, it's too close to the rocks. So we need to get rid of that there, and then we can put in this here, and then this here. Yeah. Then this like this. And that, and then, oops, delete that. Okay, that merged together nicely. Then we only want one exit and one entrance. Oops. Oh, is it because this thing is different? Well, I guess we can. Just do that. Okay. Just do that one. Then. These things are just fucking huge. That's not. That's kind of cool. We could just put a house in here. They just got a little farmhouse inside here. Just a big old house just hanging out. Oh, this thing does not need to be here. I love the idea of like, oh no, we built this castle area, but then we just put a bunch of modern houses inside of it because, you know, we got to be practical. Put a stable. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Whoops, I don't want that there. I want this to like up here. That's fun. I like that. More snow-covered stuff. Great. Yeah, so we got a big castle and a bunch of stuff happens there, and then let's what we don't have here is fucking trains, and we need to have some trains. We're gonna put a train thing there. That's where a train track is gonna go. I don't need that. This has to be on some land, it looks like. Fine. And then we can... really like this. This is going to go on top of something. I really like that. We'll come back to that in a second here. Okay, now let's go back to that train thing that looked really cool. Which I want to say was this. Yeah, that looks so cool. I really like that. So we'll have to eventually get those connected. And we'll have some trees, and then we'll put some other trees around here as well. Eventually. We'll eventually fill in this area so it's got more trees to it. But right now we need to put just regular track down. Unless we're going to go up. Yeah, that's kind of fun. And we can go get some elevation here. And then we can do height up here. And that. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of fun. And then, whoops, that's too tall. I don't want that. Nope, I've got this angle wrong. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. And then we need an open way here. Because we want to be able to get, got to access the castle here from the water. And then we want to, by the time we get back over here, we want it to be more like fun, or not fun, but more tree stuff here, so. Yes, we'll do that. And then we'll, we got to gradually lower. Oh, but this doesn't want to do that. It wants to. We'll do that. And then. No, it's double train. I don't want that. So that'll. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And then curve here. No, I don't like that. Kind of fun. Let's see. Train stuff. This is all. Yeah, this is all fun stuff that's on the rocks here. We need. What we should do is we should put down. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Okay, we'll do that. And then go to our train here and get ourselves a curve. We can curve, and then let's look at some this, which I really love. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this longer to get this going, but I really like the look of that, so we'll add some more stuff here. And then we'll see if we can add that in. There we go, okay. Now we got the train there, and then we just have to connect these together here. We'll take the... Oh, I can't add that. I can do that. And then add in some ground here. And then let's see if I can figure out a train track to connect these two. Probably too abrupt. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, that's not long enough, so let's get rid of that. And then we'll take land here and oops. We'll do that. So then we have to go here. We have to do we'll do a curve here, and then we'll see if we can, if this will reach. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Let's do this. Then we can do like that. Then do... We'll do it like that. Yeah. There we go. There's a train tracks, and then we just have to connect these two together here with something. Kind of some mountainous here, and then I can fill that in. That. And over here. I'm just going to fill this in, and I'm going to remove, oops, I'm going to remove what I don't need once I'm done connecting these together. But I'll just give myself some breathing room here. All right, and then we can do this. And that, nope, that's going to be too much. That and that will connect it. Great. And then I can go in and kind of remove a little bit of this here that I don't need. Put that like that. And then I can place this like this. Yeah, I really like that. I know it looks really neat. And now our train tracks are connected, so we can build a train before we get into, eventually I want to go over here and, or like here, I want to build out some of this rock stuff or something. I want to do something in this area here. Add more trees, because we got now these trees here, but I want to add a lot more trees in like this here. I want to basically kind of do that. Yeah, something like that. And then fill in some rock, maybe. Connect this up. Yeah, like that. Like that a lot. And then I'll put some trees. This. We'll put some trees around here. Like that a lot. Okay. We need to build a train. We have to build a train, everybody. I gotta drink some water. We gotta build a train here. So let's just build a train. We will place the train on the track. We will zoom in some so we can look at it. There's a train. Now we gotta put some train cars on it. We'll do that one. And we'll do another one of those. I like the open air train on a very wintry island. I think that's a cool idea. And then we could add in some worker stuff here. They're transporting trees. I like that. And that's the capacity. And then we can get the whistle going, and here's our train. Moving here by the castle town, which has its entrance there. And then if I go to... This stuff's fun. Let's see. Recreations that this stuff is in. There's a dock somewhere. I don't remember where the dock is. Don't remember where the dock is. There it is. That way people can take their boats in, and again, that's the access there. That's fun. And then we'll add in a boat or two here. Boat. And boat. A docked boat over there. All right, that's fun. Okay, so I want to do some stuff kind of around here. Well, we'll put another dock over here. That's a good call. Put another dock in. That's under this area here. Yeah, there's a little dock over there. And let's sailboat. Okay, great. Okay. So let's see. I want to do something probably. Oh, I should. If I'm gonna put a dock and a boat here, then I should probably actually get rid of that. I've undone that. I want to do that. I want to do that. Because I want to fill this in with some dirt here. Do want some water here, but I want this to be a lake. This is just a little, you know, wet area here, nothing else going on. A little bit of a lake. I kind of like that. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's neat. That's fun. Yeah, I like that. How that looks, then we'll kind of make this a little less jagged. Or more jagged, but yeah. That isn't gonna work. Add some more trees here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. More trees. Here, and some trees over here. Nice. So yeah, we got our train going around. We got our castle town. And then we can build up and out over here. Yeah, alright, I like that. And then we can take this out and kind of do like that. Alright, that's good. I like that. Okay. Okay. Then we got this tiny little spot here we can do some stuff with. We can build up here. Kind of want to just see what we got here. What we got as far as things we haven't used before. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, just a little bit of unusual rock shapes here. Not that. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that either. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, somewhat natural, somewhat unnatural. I kind of like that. This up here, and then yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It looks like they had to carve out this whole thing in order to get the train through. I think that's enjoyable. There are some, looking at this over here, there are some things we could do. We could do a little dig out here. We could remove part of this track and replace it with some ground. I think I like that a lot. So let's stop the train. Stop the train before it gets anywhere near where we want to do it. And then we can delete some train tracks here. And then see about placing like either this or this. Kind of like this here. We'll have to remove some stuff in order to fit that in, but I really do like that. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this here. Because I think we could fit that here. No, we can't fit that there. Can we fit that over here? Okay, we can do it like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then kind of place some rocks like there. That kind of make it look like it's connected. Yeah, and then get some train tracks here and connect these train tracks. Like that, and then gonna have to wobble this a bit. Which we can still do by, this is just regular track. So we can take these here like that, and then we should be able to connect it by going like this. Yeah, all right, great. Now we have some cool rock face that got removed in order for the train to go through. And that kind of fits in with the rest of what's going on here. Once we add in a couple trees around there, just kind of fill in. Yeah, it looks like they dug out this to get that there. I like that. That looks kind of cool. Goes over there and goes up there. All that, yeah. Yeah, then we just need to add in some various trees here, kind of grow this out. I mean, I could keep doing this like, you know, all night. This like the music is just like the perfect, like just kind of like soothing vibes, and yeah, there's just a real sense of like just it's just fucking chill. Whole thing is really chill. I've gotten real into it. Yeah. Let's put that there. That's kind of fun. Or actually, let's undo that. Let's put it like here. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Put another one there. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm just really vibing with this. This is really fun. Really relaxing. Obviously, it's I wouldn't call it bare bones, but it is like a bit limited in what it has. But it is a $7 game, again, on sale for $6 something on Steam. You know, this is not an ad. I just got a code, but I wanted to let you know. And I don't think I'm going to stream this again. Like, I think this is like, unless they make, there's a lot of upgrades and changes that come out, then maybe we'll revisit. But I feel like this is probably like the stream that I'll talk about this. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's like totally reasonable. Well, we got to put a Stonehenge down. So we got to find room for a Stonehenge. I don't have any room for a Stonehenge. So we got to build out an area. Let's get the train going again. And then we'll build out an area for a Stonehenge because they gave us a goddamn Stonehenge. It would be rude not to build one after being given one. It'd just be rude. But yeah, if there's like a major update to the game, I'll certainly consider revisiting. But right now, I'm pretty happy to just kind of check it out. All right, so let's build out here some. All right, so we've got that. We can get rid of this. But that looks good. And now let's find. I don't remember where that Stonehenge was now. There's too much stuff. Too much good stuff. God, where was that? Was it in the tree? It was in the trees. Yes, it was in the trees area. Okay, yeah. So we gotta put a Stonehenge in there. We got a Stonehenge, and then a little garden maze stuff. Bunch of rocks. Sure. Bunch of rocks. And then was animals in there? We could put some animals around here. Yeah, we're just gonna put a bunch of. We're just gonna put a bunch of ducks around. Because as you know, ducks love Stonehenge. We haven't put any like this kind of stuff around here. Oh, I like that. Yeah, we could go really wild with like lots of train station stuff. We haven't done any of that. Of course, there's no good spot for it because I made this the kind of foresty area where there was also a castle for some reason. We don't have any spots for a train station right now. Guess we could build one here. Oops. I don't want that. All right, let's see if this is enough for the station. I think it is. Go station here. There's. Yeah, we'll put like a station over here. Good to have that. Yeah, train comes through, and that's where the station is, facing it. It's fun, and we'll add hangout spots and a Cargo loader. Oh, I can replace some track with a crossing. That's fun. Yeah, there. If I wanted to put a road in, I could have a train crossing. I don't hate that, but I'm going to skip that. That's for another build, for when I'm just trying to vibe and make a cool train island. I wouldn't necessarily put together islands and trains myself if I was going to design a video game. I don't know if I would have come up with this duo, but in practice, I'm pretty into it. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, we got to put down the... We're going to put the lighthouse. The lighthouse is going to be just off on its lonesome by the Stonehenge. But yeah, I don't know if I would have come up with this combination, but in practice, I'm into it. A little beach here. It doesn't look like I can put anything on that, which is fine. We'll put some tents over here by the rocks. Yeah. I don't know, I'm into it. I'm vibing with this game pretty hard. I think it's just like a very fun, chill experience. I'm liking it. I like that. That's fun. There too. Let's see. Anything else we want to add to this? We got a train going around, of course. We have that there. I'm just gonna look through and see if there's anything like. Oh, I do like that. I do like the. I like that shack. Water fountain. I don't even know what this is. Wood. Oh, this is nice. Lumber. That's very specific. It's also very specific. Animals, trains, stations, castle stuff. I guess I didn't place a lot of what's under barrel. I haven't really placed a lot of this stuff. Various accoutrements, tables and picnic tables and stuff. You know what this game might need? What it might actually need is little guys. I feel like this game needs little guys walking around, like on the train, like a little conductor. They could do the thing where if you put your Twitch name in, people that are typing in chat could have their characters be named, that kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like they could stand a little bit of whimsy with that. Maybe. Again, I think this game could use some little guys. It's kind of like hanging out, doing their thing. I don't know. That's a weird note to give. Because I think the user interface is solid enough with the controller and with mouse and keyboard. The rate of build, I think, is good. You can build vertically, which for some of these games, that's actually really annoying. This game isn't annoying to do that. I would also say multiple trains. The fact that there's just one train and I can only have one engine unless I get rid of the engine and replace it, which I can do there. Like, I don't like that. I think if multiple trains could be good, and maybe that's a thing that's missing from this, but most of it's just solid in a way I'm really into. Oh, that's kind of fun. I can have a building go out over the water like that. That's kind of neat. Could have been like there or something. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I just didn't see here. Oh, that's a neat little passenger or walkway here. Bridge. That's pretty cool. If I had more of a modern take on this thing, that would make sense to put it somewhere. Whereas I'm going like a kind of a weirder location here. Yeah, something like that. I could see that working. Yeah, overall, I think this is a very chill game that I'm into. And again, like I said, it's on Steam. It's what, $7? It's currently on sale for at the time of this recording, it is $6.29. That will end in about 38 hours. Islands and Trains. I'm gonna exit out of the game now. In this one play session, I unlocked 6 achievements. There are several more left, and some of them are removal. Placing buildings, a lot of track pieces in a level. Have 50 sheep in one level. Place 50 ships in one level. So yeah, there's a bunch of little stuff. Achievements like aren't the end of the, the end all be all, of course, but they're kind of interesting to see what's up there. More roller coastery trains will be nice. Yeah, there were some interesting like dynamics of that, but that I didn't really get into. But that would be nice. I don't disagree with you. I would drop down to 26 out of 40, which is fine. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday for more conversation, more hanging out. Model kit building returns on Thursday because, Tuesdays is a non-building day. Although we did assemble some stuff just digitally. What we just had there. Puppet Jared just raided with 25 people. Thank you so much for the raid. We are about to go raid. I'm so sorry, but we're wrapping things up. I just finished showing off a game called Islands and Trains that came out last month. It was very fucking chill. But yes, we're going to go on a raid chain. So for folks that don't know me, my name is Pat Bear. I built model kits and Lego sets, and on Tuesdays I do something that's not that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll be back on Thursday at 9 p.m. to build a model kit that I'm working on that has a weird... I'll show you a photo of it. I'll show you a photo of this thing that I'm currently working on so you can see it. We'll just do this here. Let me just real quick show you. The current kit that I am building, which is a strange looking thing, is... Where are you? Where are you? You are there. The Nodley. I'm currently working on this kit called the Nodley, and you may immediately notice that it's got weird like tendrils coming out of its face. Like, and I call that a weird beard. I don't know why it's got these things, but it does. And I'm building that model kit. And it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. And I'll continue doing that on Thursday. But I want to thank you all for coming on the raid. I'm sorry. Thank you for raiding me, Jared. I appreciate it very much. Puppet Jared out there doing his thing. But yeah, I hope maybe you'll come back and see me another time. We are going to raid though. Hey, this happens to me too. Sometimes I'll raid someone and they'll be like streaming for like an hour and a half, and I'll be like, oh, I'll go raid them. And they're like, anyway, we're wrapping up. And I'm like, no, I just got here. It's happened to me as well. Let's see. Who's doing stuff that we want to go hang out with here? Who's doing things and things on a Tuesday? All right. My friend Arthur Geese, former games journalist, now streamer, and guy who works for Wirecutter that also covers game stuff, but doesn't have to do reviews anymore. Arthur is currently playing Night Rain, which is very much not the same vibe as what I was streaming, but it is a video game. So we're gonna go watch. We'll go watch Arthur play some video games and bang his head against the drum of big bosses and doing all that. So feel free to come along on this raid. I hope you do. I hope you come back on Thursday for another model kit building stream, and Saturday I'll be building as well. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for joining me, checking out a new video game that was very chill. And I'll see everybody soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.